Spirit Medium Laura, your host of this radio show. I've been channeling spirit for over 30 years and recently was chosen for the 2014 book, 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how to LOVE love your readings on this radio show. L is for let spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection per caller. V is for validate all advice of a licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements.
Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura. Welcome to the mix. And hi, Susie. I didn't have a chance to say hello to Susie. She's in the background checking lines. If anybody wonders who she is, lovely person. Hey, Susie. I hope everything's going well for you today. A couple of announcements before we get into the meat of the work today. This is The Mix, which is a mix. It's a radio and TV show. Ooh, it's an internet TV show, which focuses in on channeling mediumship. That means connecting with loved ones in spirit and messages about your own life. If you do have a question about your own life, please have a question prepared. And if you want somebody to come in from the other side, you might want to call them in as well. Later on, I will prepare you for the actual sessions. And we're going to do a little prayer and meditation together. So the first 30 minutes or so, I do more mediumship. And then after that, I do a mix of mediumship and messages. And there also will be a group channeled message coming in today. And that message will be, I was told by the ones that they will be here. And they will be talking about knowing and being yourself, how important that is. If you want to get in the reading queue, go to area code 347-945-5849. And you would not believe this, but somebody just started to saw something right outside my door. Right outside my door. They're sawing something, and it's very, very loud, but I will do the very best I can to not be interfered by that. So if you want to get a reading, go to area code 347-945-5849. And also, there's a way for you to jump the queue if you have an urgent matter that just can't wait. You can donate 8 and jump the gate. So have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate 8 and jump the gate. And the way you do that is you go to spiritmediumtv.com, and a little ways down the page, you'll see the PayPal way to donate. And if that doesn't work for you, as some people said it hasn't, for some unknown reason, I'm going to have to change the button. You can also email me and send the payment that way via PayPal. And the email to use is there as well. Okay. I have private sessions if you want privacy. I call that l'élite treat, as it is, one-on-one with me in person or via phone or Skype. And you can get to that via booklaura.com. You can also win a session with me, win a psychic session. There's a contest that's every month. You're only competing with those people that joined my mailing list during the month you join. So you're not competing with everybody. And just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the upper right, you will see a place to join my mailing list to be in to win them. Oh, God. And June's winner was Jade, who has been notified of her winning. I'm going to I can't believe this. I really can't believe this. I may have to leave the radio show for a moment and play some music or have Susie B talk to everybody. I don't know what to do. This is bizarre. Some events coming up. There's a trance circle this Sunday, which is sold out. They usually do sell out. I have one every month in person, live in my own home. It's a very limited, intimate circle. Everyone does receive a message either from a guide, a teacher, or a loved one in spirit. If you want to register for that, if you're in the Delray Beach area, which is one of the most wonderful places in the United States, maybe even in the world, quite a lively place, just go to Spirit Medium TV and you'll see a link to go and register for the upcoming one in August. And I'm going to be doing, speaking of Delray Beach, in Delray Beach this Friday night, I'm starting to mix a little bit of pleasure with supernatural things. Supernatural pleasure. I will be doing live in-person mini sessions, mini psychic sessions. I call that Le Petit Treat. And there's a link to join that as well. In one of the hottest areas really in Delray Beach, and one of the hottest areas in the United States. It's called Mastino's. It's in the Pineapple Grove area. It's a really cool area. Okay, so we're going to go through our preparation for readings. I do feel I'm going to be interrupted during the show with this noise, but I will do the best I can. As many of you know that have listened to the show for a while, the work is very sensitive, as you might imagine, and the slightest thing that can upset me or distract my focus affects the quality of the work. And I don't really know any way around that. I do everything I can do as a medium and a psychic to train and to put myself in a state, a trance state. But can you imagine you're in a trance state and then you're interrupted by a loud sawing outside? Doesn't mix very well. Okay, so I would like everybody to sit back in your seats, uncross your arms and legs, and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to completely let go, completely relax. Completely let go and relax. Uncrossing your arms and legs. Somebody called and I accidentally opened the phone line. Let me just close that off. Today's a day for interruptions, but pleasant ones. And as you uncross your arms and legs and breathe abdominally and let go of any tension or stress that you might have or any struggles that you might have, I would like you to start calling in your loved ones from the other side, if that's why you're here today, or start to think of your questions for Spirit today, focusing on them in your mind, reminding yourself that you are as important to this session as I am, the medium, and that without you being completely focused, relaxed, and in a quiet space, your messages will be blocked. So please allow for that as you connect here. I'm going to go off and do the prayer. I'll be back in a second, but remember again to call in your loved ones. And also, if you're wanting a life question, just think about your question. I'll be right back. Okay, what I'd like you now to do is on your next exhale of breath, I would like you all to release into your space your energy, and I will connect us. You will automatically be disconnected from our energies at the end of your session or the show. So breathe in and then let out your energy, and I will connect us. Okay, good. I guess the one that's going to be most blocked today would be me, because I'm the one that has this noise. Well, it's quiet now, so hopefully it's ended, but if it starts again, I will do my very best to focus on all of you. And again, I want to thank all of you for coming to the show today. It is my great honor and my great pleasure to be of service to each and every one of you, and it is my great honor and pleasure to be of service to Spirit, to your loved ones, as well as to your divine beings that are trying to help you on your evolutionary path and also try to help you live the best life possible. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is be silent and go for the message, the guides that will come through. And one moment, bear with me as I'm silent for a moment. We are here. We are the ones. We've come to work with all of you today. We love all of you. We would like you to know that we do appreciate all of you. Each and every one of you is very special. Sometimes you might feel neglected by spirit. At times you might feel that you have no outlet, no way to understand who you are, where you should be going in life. One of the key ingredients to this is self-understanding, being quiet with yourself. It is important to understand that when you're quiet and feel what you feel, your feelings, knowing your heart, getting in touch with how you truly feel, this is your portal to us, to your divine beings. We are always listening to you. We connect to you via your feelings. Actually, God connects to you this way. That is your soul. And your soul is the portal to love, to feeling good about yourself, to loving others, and to the love idea, which is the glue that holds all things together, that connects all things. So let us review for a moment then. When you feel your feelings, you are connecting to Source, to God. And when you connect to God and to Source, you then will know yourself better. You will know who you really are at a heart level, a soul level, a very fundamental level. It is important to know who you are, for then you can have what you want. There is something else that comes from this that is important to mention. And that is when you are totally and absolutely in touch with yourself, you are more peaceful. You can go about getting things that you would like in your life. And all the forces that be, all the omnipotence of the spiritual realm rushes in to help you. But also, as you sit on earth as a divine being, having a physical incarnation, when you know what you want, when you know who you are, you're quiet and you're powerful. There was an American president who spoke about carrying a big stick, but being silent or speaking softly. When you know who you are powerful. You will have less conflict with others and with yourself. So it is indeed extremely important to spend quiet time every day sitting with your feelings, taking inventory of how you truly feel about things, and allowing yourself to be that true quality of authenticity. It is through being your authentic self that all of your dreams will come true. Namaste. Oh, that was for me, very powerful. I just feel very connected to spirit after that, and actually kind of emotional, kind of weird. Anyway, I'm going to go to the first person waiting who's made a donation for an other side connection, and that would be Mary. So, and then I will get to life questions in a little while as well, so don't worry. Okay. So, Mary, hello, honey. How are you today?
Hi, Laura. I'm good, thank you.
Good, and thank you so much for your donation. The animals, I donate to Humane Foundation every month, and that donation goes in part to them, but it also goes in part to me, so I appreciate that. Okay, so let's just go to you, honey. You want an other side connection?
Yes, please.
I'm looking around your aura right now, love. There's a feeling here. I'm not getting very strong connections in one direction or another. The strongest one, I do get feelings, okay? I get a feeling about a mother figure in spirit for you, a sweet, gentle, soft energy. But I also get a feeling of a child, as if either you're the child that she's pointing out to me, to her, or that you actually you have a child in spirit, or she has a child in spirit. You might have had a miscarriage as well. Sometimes it comes through that way. Now, when I said mother, you said, so I guess that's where you want me to go. Is that correct, darling? You want me to go
Yes,
in that
please.
direction? Okay, so there's a fondness here, sweet energy. Okay, now she's starting to show me herself physically a little bit. I do see a roundness in physique, as if she's carrying extra weight on her, a little extra weight, full figured, full bust line, and also the torso's on the fuller side. She also looks a little bit stockier in build. Interestingly enough, the weight is more in the midsection and the bust line, but the arms and the legs are not overweight, not so much anyway, thinner there. So just to give you a feel for the figure that I'm seeing here. Now, again, it could be anybody really. It could be your mother, it could be grandma, it could be, another woman that's a little older than you that's in spirit. There's I don't know why she would show me this, darling, but I do see her hair is salt and pepper, or even more to the gray side. It's layered. I'm going to get to something in a moment. It's layered, and it's short. It's on the shorter side, but not terribly short. Just it's a little soft around the ears and looks like it's layered. But she's wearing a hat. That's what I'm getting at. A hat, a cute hat, and has some flowers on it. So I don't know if she ever did literally wear a hat in real life or not. But I will. I don't need you to say anything right now. I just want you to know I do see her in a hat. She says material possessions were not important to her, but looking good and taking care of yourself always was for me. She says, I always took care in my appearance, even though I did put on a couple of extra pounds as I, moved to more senior time or middle age. She said, I always cared about how I looked. There's more to that. There's something about her being in touch with her feelings. Remember, the message was about that, and being true to herself most of her life. She always taught you the same thing, to be true to yourself and true to how you feel about things. As she says that, and I know I didn't give you a really definite physical description yet, honey, but I will in a moment give you more of that, but I have to go exactly where she's taking me. I do feel that under her is a male, so it means that somewhere down the family line, it could be her own son, which means if it's a grandma, that you have an uncle. Uh, if it's your mother, that you have a brother, or there's a grandson there, but there's a male down the line as well in junior position to her, not in spirit, but just the sense of a male under her. It could be in spirit or on earth yet, I don't know. Usually they tell me that. I'm going to stop for a second. Does any of this make sense to you, please?
All of it makes sense. I have a brother, and she did lose a baby as a young woman in a miscarriage.
Okay. And now she shows me one other thing. It's her teeth. She had a little problem with her teeth, okay? I think as she got older, maybe. She's actually showing me that she's missing some teeth. I don't know if she wore bridge or whatever, but there's a little hole between teeth, as that some teeth did fall out. And that was a problem for her. It caused her a lot of grief, particularly in chewing food. She was, I'm sorry, but this is the thing she's telling me. She was agonized by that. That was always a problem for her. I don't know. Do you know anything about her teeth, sweetheart?
I do. In fact, I fixed her dentures for her when she was she lost a bunch of weight and her dentures didn't fit right.
Oh, and that was such a difficult thing. I think you might have made even some liquid meals for her so she could get food down, nourishment down. She's showing me that, trying to give her things that are easy to get down. She says, believe it or not, that was one of my most difficult things as I got old, was the teeth problem. She says, in general, I was rather robust in my physique, before these things happened. I do feel that there's a problem in the chest and in the heart area, that she's carrying around a little bit of extra weight, as I mentioned, even though she lost weight probably towards the end. But before that happens, there's a problem in cardiovascular and heart issues. Are you aware of that, please? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, and that's pretty much, that's the big problem that causes transition. That's what she's telling me. There are other things wrong with her body, between the teeth and the heart thing and all that other stuff, but she's not going to go into that right now. She doesn't want to waste your time with all that. She wants to thank you so much for calling her in, because she knows that you've been wondering, where the heck is she? Because she has not really been able to connect with you. Now, I'm not saying that she doesn't try, but I don't think you've been getting her messages. Do you understand, please?
Yes, I have been wondering.
Yeah, because
about her.
she's been she's telling me now that she's been trying to flag you down, but it's like as if you're walking right through her and never noticing, as if her energy's right there, and then you don't notice, and you're asking to see her, but you can't see her, you can't feel her, you don't know about her. So she's trying to tell you, I am here with you. I do come in to visit, not all the time, but sometimes. She also does with your brother the same thing. She is leaving. Interesting. She's leaving little pebbles for you at home. What do you mean by that, Mom? I'm leaving little evidences around the house. Now, I don't know if that means she's literally leaving like a little dirt in the house, like a pebble or something, and you may wonder, how'd that get in the house? Or what that means. I'm going to see what she says. What do you mean by that, Mom? I'm leaving little things in the house for you. Yes, mostly like little stones or rocks. And I actually, okay, so look for that if you haven't seen any, but I think you might have seen some little things in the house like that got in from the outside, and you're wondering how that happened. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. I'll keep my eye out.
Yeah, keep your eye out for any of this, any dirt that you didn't notice. Keep your eye out for any dirt that's misbehaving. And I'm going to see if there's any personal message for you, sweetheart. Let me see. Mom,
Thank you.
you're taking good care of yourself these days. I'm glad that you're getting out more with friends. You have had a loss, and it does require that you make an effort now to get out and start a new life for yourself. She doesn't mean a loss of her. She means in your own home or a loss there. So I'm assuming that maybe there's a shift in relationship, or that you need to get out more. And she says that you're doing that, like you're adjusting. Does that make sense to you, Mary?
Yes, I think I was affected by her loss. It was at the end of this January, and it's taken me some time to adjust.
Oh, okay. All right. So then it's her, then, that loss. Okay. Well, then she's glad that you are getting out more, seeing friends, doing things. She says, I'm just fine where I am. Don't you worry about a thing. I am just
Very
fine.
good.
Yeah. She says, I come to your dreams also. So pay attention more to your dreams. And I'm going to give you, and anybody listening, please, this is also for everybody. If you do want to connect, remember your dreams, okay? Or even connect with somebody who's deceased. What you can do is put a book next to the bed, like a diary, a dream diary, and ask before you go to bed, please come in to whoever you want. If it's just to remember your dreams, you can ask for that, or even an answer to a question you have. Your guides can talk to you this way, but if it's your mom, say, Mom, come to me in my dreams. Then in the morning, within 5 minutes, this is important, within 5 minutes of arising, sit with that diary and record anything you can remember, okay, about any dream you had. And you may think to yourself, I don't ever remember my dreams. Well, what happens is, as you start to do this every day, and you may be saying to yourself, how can I do that? I don't have time. Well, get up a little early. It only takes 5 minutes to do this. As you start to do this, what happens is your brain starts to pay attention, because you're paying attention, and you'll start to remember your dreams. And Mom is saying, for you in particular, Mary, that that's a very good way for her to connect with you. Okay?
Wonderful.
Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, there's, let me just see now. Okay, yeah, we have that. I don't know what happened with Maureen. Let me just see. Maureen was unable to do what she said she was going to do. So I will go to Victoria. Okay, hold on. Victoria, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Hi, honey. How are you, love?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing wonderfully. So now 914 area code, is that New York area? Where is that?
Yes, it is. It's New York.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go to your aura. This is for another side connection, and I'm going to see if there's anybody popping in. Otherwise, I don't know what we're going to do. I do feel a slight more energy before I even got into your aura towards a male for you, more of a male figure. So we'll see who that is. Okay, hold on. This is for Victoria. Hold on, Victoria 914. Okay, I do hear father. There's a father figure here for you. I need you.
Yes.
Okay, I need you to step forward, sir, and I need you to show me who you are. Give me a name. Give me evidence, please. Okay, strong-willed person. I do see an outline of him, but I'm not seeing him fill it in yet. Okay. Okay, so from the outline, what I can say so far is I do see an outline. It's funny how he's showing me this. It looks like the hairline was receding. It looks like the hair is cut shorter towards the nape of the neck and around the ears. It gets a little bit more full as we go up towards the scalp, the top of the scalp, a little bit like that, fuller in that area. But then on the top of the head, there's a little bit of I'll say follically challenged, if you will. A couple of strands remaining, but follically challenged. It seems like there's some wave to the hair, a little bit of bushiness or unruliness. He liked to keep it more on the short side, he says, for most of his life. He says he wasn't much into fashion or all that stuff. He says more of a practical kind of guy, get things done kind of man. He does show me that he's wearing glasses. Now, you did understand your father being follically challenged because you laughed, but the hair is a little bit on the wavier or more like, he's got a lot of graininess in the hair. The hair color is brown, but it looks like it has a lot of like a chestnut to or burnish kind of undertone in that kind of brown. It's not real dark sable brown. It's more like a mid-tone to some of that kind of reddish highlights in it, but not red. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, a kind person. Okay, hold on. Cerebral, more of a thinker type, not so much of a talker. He says this is going to be a little hard for him today to come through to you because he's not really big on words. Okay, Dad. Do your best, sweetheart, for your daughter's sake, okay? And for some reason, it's like the vision here, he's a little distorted because I get his head as if I'm looking into his head, but the body's under him, like as if I'm looking in from the top down at him, and I'm trying to pull it together. That's why I'm a little bit jumpy right now. Let me just see if I could get him to show me a few other things. Thin lips. More of a pointed chin. Yes. Okay? Yeah, more of a pointed chin, or not real pointed, but it's more of a, there's not a square jawline. It's more of a round, an oval to pointed kind of chin. His high cheekbones. He's got those very smart, bright eyes, even though he's wearing glasses. But, if you ever looked at his eyes, man, he's a live wire. Horizontal line. He's smart. Horizontal lines across the forehead. Very bright, acerbic wit, if he does say so himself. He says when he did talk, I always wanted to make sure everybody heard him because he always said things that get attention, or they were bright, they were different. They were always a little bit on the maybe a little sarcastic or acerbic side, if you will. He says he didn't let you get away with anything growing up. He's a very strong disciplinarian, but not in a way that you would expect, not a direct way. It was more like setting precedent of what you should do, setting guidelines of what he wanted from you, Victoria, and that you always were able to rise to that. So in other words, he has high ideals for you, high, goals to reach, yeah. Right? But he doesn't do it by being mean. He does it, or beating you up or anything like that. He does it in a very smart way by giving you things to aspire towards, to use your brains, yes. to use your wit. And then as he says that, he shows me something. I don't know what this means, sweetheart. It could be literal, or it might just be a figurative, symbolic. But there's something about getting up on a horse. So either you did ride a horse, or you should get back on the horse again. You see, he may be saying you get back up on the horse again. I'm going to let him see if he wants to talk about that for a moment. It's a very, very fast thing. You just show him, get up on the horse again. Don't let anybody put you down. He says, you've been thrown off your equilibrium. And he wants you to know that you need to get back up on the horse and go forward. Keep your head high. Keep your head high, he says. And don't let anybody put you down. And so that's why he was talking about how he raised you to think, to aspire towards wonderful things. And he says, you're a beautiful, magnificent person. You did aspire. You've accomplished a lot. And I'm very, very proud of you. My beautiful daughter, Victoria, I am so proud of you, what you have accomplished. And I want you to be proud of that. So there must be something going on in your life right now, Victoria, that's a setback of some sort. And he's encouraging you to move forward. Does that make sense to you, please?
Yes, it makes a lot of sense. I stopped working for a while now, and ever since I stopped working, I haven't been myself. I'm completely distant from everyone. It's very hard to explain, and I did it to myself.
Oh.
So it's yeah, I've done it. I did it. I can honestly say, since I stopped working, I've completely lost myself.
Okay. Well, your father is reminding you of how smart you are, how accomplished you are, and don't let anyone put you down. So I guess you have to get back up on the horse again, and maybe to do something different, right? Maybe something different than you were doing before, but get back up on that horse. Be proud. Remember the family you come from. Remember me, your father. Remember what I would have said to you if I were on Earth, and remember what I'm saying to you now, because now I am on Earth, able to say something to you through the medium. And that is to get back up on the horse. Don't let anyone put you down. Be proud and be secure in yourself. Whatever happened to you before is not a reflection of who you are. It's a reflection of ignorance of the other people. They just didn't understand. Wow. Yeah, they just didn't understand you and your magnificence. But I know who you are, and you need to own that. So a new place, a new start is available to you if you want it. And don't take what was said about you seriously, because it is in no way a reflection of who you really are.
Wow.
Okay, sweetheart?
Sounds like him.
Yeah. Well,
yes, this sounds exactly like him. When I called him to come in, heaviness on my entire right side. It's like somebody's pressing on my shoulder down.
Oh,
like
wow.
It's a real tight heaviness.
Yeah,
that's because he was, so strong. I'm assuming that's him.
Yeah, no, of course. That's how you will feel. Some people are sensitive to spirit energy. I am. I'm very sensitive to it. And that's how it will feel. It will feel like I get a swoosh of energy. I may get chills. But so from what you're telling me, that is a real afterlife communication when you feel that heaviness like that. So you've just had an afterlife communication.
Yes, and he's still there.
Okay. Well, okay. When I let you go, you can go ring around the rosy, play ring around the rosy together. But anyway, your father is here. He loves you very, very much, and by the way, he says he's very happy for you that you're getting this message today, and he wants to thank you for calling him in.
Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate this.
Sure, honey. God bless. Bye, bye, love. Bye.
God bless you.
Bye, 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 bye. Okay, I'm going to go now to some. I'm going to go to some other people who've made donations, but in the life category. And we've got Jackie, and then we've got Susie B. I would get to everybody if I could, so please bear with me. I'm trying my best. Okay, going to Jackie, and then I'll go to Susie. Hello, Jackie. How are you today, darling?
Yes, hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm great, love. Just give me your question, honey, and don't give me any background, okay?
Sure. My question is, this is going to be hard with no background. I just turned down a job opportunity with my old company.
Okay.
So
just give me the question. Believe me, it works, this process. Just give me go ahead. I know it's hard to believe, but
no problem. Do you think that a new job will come open soon close to my home? Because I commute an hour right now.
No. Wait a minute. Wait. I don't know what they mean by no. Hold on. Will a job come open for her closer to home? Yes or no? Yes, it will happen. No meaning you don't need to commute like that. You don't need to suffer like that. You don't need to be in a situation where you're not even respected. There's something there going on that has a lot to do with respect for you. It's not very healthy for you to be where you were before, not only from the commute perspective, but also the way they were treating you. I feel that you were not treated well. This is something else that your guides are talking about. So there's a better opportunity for you elsewhere. It's smart that you did believe in yourself and that you treated yourself well to think this way, love, because indeed there is possibility for you elsewhere. Quite often when we're in a job, we think this is all there is for us because we're in it, or even a bad relationship or whatever the heck it is. We think, will there be anything better? And you are a great example of that. You have faith. you have had enough faith to make a shift. And the answer is yes, there's something closer to home that will suit you better in so many ways. So,
Okay, because I'm at a new job. I've only been here a month, and my old company that I was with for 3 years offered me something to go back with them.
oh,
As much as I wanted to work for them, I mean, I'm hoping I made the right decision by turning it down. I literally turned it down this morning.
no, I think you did, because what I'm getting is this, you're believing in yourself. Now, maybe they didn't treat you badly, but that commute was almost it was almost a punishment. You know, it's like my.
And that's what I'm still dealing with, the commute. I'm still dealing with it, and it's really taking a toll on me because it's 2 hours out of your day every day.
Okay, so the new job you accepted is an hour away also.
It's still an hour.
Okay, so the answer is treat yourself good, love yourself, believe in your future, and go for it. Go for it. Now, do you have to leave that job before you can find the new job is the question, right? Because it's kind of hard to go on interviews when you're an hour away from where you want to work. But let me just see that for a moment, Jackie. You have to wait before you leave. You cannot just leave and go out without another job. You have to have another job lined up. So they do recommend that even though it seems very difficult, that you will be able to, through personal time, through whatever it is you have to do, to find a way to do some interviewing outside of business hours or during business hours when you're able to get out of work that day for some reason, or half a day, that you will be able to secure a new position. I'm going to go a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little more detailed, honey. Hold on. This is
okay. Thank you.
Yep. This is.
Hopefully, it's sooner than later.
Wait. Let me just see something else, love. Hold on.
Okay.
Now you're up. Are you up here in Delray Beach? Where are you, love?
I'm in West Palm, and I live in Port St. Lucie.
Okay, so you want to be in the West Palm area. Now, I just want to see what they're going to say. Hold on.
In the Port St. Lucie area, because I live in Port St. Lucie.
Oh, you live in Port St. Lucie. Oh, so this. Oh, okay, that's a big problem because there's not as much development there. Hold on.
I know.
All right, hold on. West Palm, Port St. Lucie. You will find a job near your home. Don't despair. You may have to shift a little bit in terms of what you're doing. You may have to do it a different way. There may be some allowances, like, for example, you may not make as much, but it will be adequate for your needs. Now, as I say that, I can feel you getting all riled up and all upset. And I also see that you have some overhead. You know, you have a nice house or a nice place to live. So, you're going to have to work that out. So there are concessions to be made. But in terms of finding something, you will be able to. It's just, are you willing to pay the price?
Okay.
Okay, you have to think that through now, okay? And let me just see timeline. You asked about timeline, honey. Hold on.
Thank you.
Once you make up your mind that you really want to do this, it won't take that long. But that means that you're going to be willing to perhaps take a slight cut in pay and or change what you're doing a little bit. And I hear something, I don't know what you do, but when I saw you in West Palm, I saw you doing something that's like has to do with legal matters and or legal system. It could be also social work. I don't really know. But when I see you in Port St. Lucie, I do see you helping others, but I'm not quite sure how. What is it that you do, darling?
Property management.
Property management. Okay, so you're doing it. That's the legal thing. It's like social work, helping others. Well, yeah, you'll be able to get something up there in Port St. Lucie, but I don't think they're going to pay as well. That's the bottom line. And it will,
you're right.
Yeah. And it's just going to be a little bit less, it'll be less stressful as well. So it's another bonus there.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, Laura.
You're welcome, honey. God bless.
Yes, you too.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. I am going to go to Susie, who has made a donation. And I get to speak to her today. Hey, Susie, how you doing?
Okay, how you doing, Laura?
I'm doing great, darling. So what can I do for you?
Okay, my question is my roommate ex-husband going to be able to get back into the apartment that he came from.
Okay. Hold on. Yes, he will be able to. They're going to finagle something. I get a yes.
Oh,
And it's not going to take.
wonderful.
It's not going to take that long. I'm getting like 6 weeks.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So don't give up on it. Don't give up on it. Go and talk to them, or have him talk to them, or somebody talk to them. But I do feel that it is going to.
I have a feeling that with my input, she'll make it happen. He won't get it on his own recognizance.
All right. Well, I do feel, and I get 6 weeks. So we're in this. So that means before the end of August, the last week of August.
Very, very beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey, and thank you. Thank you so much, love, for your. Okay, honey.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, love. Bye. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick look to see if anybody else has made a donation. I don't have a notice of anyone that has. So if you have made a donation and it's not showing up on my end, then you need to go to the chat box on Blog Talk Radio and put in that you have made a donation and your area code. Otherwise, I'm just going to go now to the queue, picking up people that are waiting the longest. And it is my great pleasure to do that. Okay. And here we are. We're going to go to Evelyn. Hello, Evelyn. How are you, darling?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Okay, sweetheart. Give me your question and not a lot of background. No background, actually. As little background as possible.
Okay. My question is if Danny and I will be in a romantic relationship this year.
Yes, it will work out. Just as you've hoped, just as you've asked, just as you prayed for. He wants the same thing. I don't know why why you don't know this, because I believe he's given you indications. So I'm going to go a little deeper to find out why. The reason I do this without you saying too much, honey, is for validation for you. So hold on one moment, because he wants it too. All right. So let me just go to here. I get what it is. Okay. It's almost as if I think you guys have tried to work issues out. And you're never able to work out some issues between the two of you. So, but both of you really want to. And the answer is that yes, you will be able to stay together and be together. So don't worry about it.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, whatever the obstacle was will be worked out. Okay? And he's on board for that. He's willing to compromise. You're going to have to compromise a lot less than him, believe it or not. He's the one that has to come around more, and he is willing to do that. So I don't know what it is, but it feels like there's been a separation there. I don't know if it's a physical distance between the two of you, or just that you broke up and you're trying to get back together, or what the heck's going on. But he's the one that needs to make most of the compromise, and he will do that, and he will do it successfully as well. I also feel that he wasn't fully on board emotionally before. And so now he's able to do that. There were obstacles in his own life that were holding him back, but all of those things are behind him now, and he is willing to make a new start with you.
Wow. Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome, honey. You're welcome, love. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. I am going to go to the next person waiting the longest, and that would be Donna. Hello, Donna. How are you today, darling?
I'm okay, Laura. Thank you so much.
Sure.
I've had a reading with you. This is like a follow-on question.
Okay.
And let me preface by saying I've been to the doctors and I'm still not feeling better without going into it. But if you could be able to tell me about the inflammation and itching in my nose, eyes, throat. I have allergies, but I just need to rule out. Could it be something of a parasitic nature, or a worm, or some other infection that I'm not aware of? It's just a quick, maybe I can just go to the drugstore and get something, or just something deeper, please.
Sure. Okay. Now, I want to remind you and everyone listening, I am not a physician and a medical intuitive. which is something I do, needs to be extremely careful about that. But I will give you what I pick up, and then, the rest is up to you. It's up to your decision. So my advice first is always to check with your doctor. Let me see now. Why is she having this itching in her nose, her eyes, and I forgot where else, but it's like an allergic kind of thing. Hold on. This is Donna, and she's at area code 561.
Right.
There's something in your throat also, and it feels like a parasite. It feels like a parasitic infection. It feels like it's going in your body in different areas. Okay, and I don't want to, just not to be alarmed. This is to take care of it. Okay, but I don't feel it's as simple as mold in the house or something like that. For some reason or other, are you having any palpitations in your heart area or anything going on around your heart? Do you feel anything there?
I feel like there's a lump in my throat and I can't breathe most all the time.
Okay, you can't breathe.
I have a hoarse throat. As you can hear, I have a hoarse throat. There's, that could be allergies, but I'm not sure. It's just nothing works now,
Yeah. Because I said I felt something in the throat. I just said that before you said it. I just want to make a note, make a note of that. But I also feel that it's something that is around your. It's getting into like membranes and in the body, in the throat, in the chest area as well. Okay, so let's go now to what I heard. Parasitic infection. Hold on. It's something like a parasite that needs to be cleaned from your body slowly over time. So you probably are going to have to make an investment to go to a doctor that can treat for these kind of things, maybe more of a naturopath or something like that. I'm sorry, but that's the best I can do for you because it feels like it's a parasite of some sort. Now, Candida, if you've ever heard of that, which is a yeast overgrowth, is a parasite. So a parasite could be as simple as just yeast overgrowth. Okay, it could be it could be as insidious as what do you call that? Ticks or something? I forgot what they call that. It could be as bad as that.
Worms.
It could be worms. It could be any
worms.
I don't want to say because I don't want to alarm you, but I do feel that perhaps a more natural approach would be the best. Let me see here. No, I don't feel it's worms, honey, unless they're extremely microscopic.
Because I could go to the drugstore right now and get something for that.
No, you have to go to you should go to a doctor. I don't want you going to treat yourself for this. This doesn't sound like something very self-treatable. Okay, it doesn't seem like something very self-treatable. Seems like something that you need to go to a doctor to help you with, and the traditional maybe might not pick up what it is. Parasitic in nature, parasitic in nature. And if I were you, I would first go online and do some research for the possible causes of the symptoms. That's what I do in my own health, and then see what's recommended. And if you're not handy in that way, then you need to go to a more of a maybe holistic kind of approach that's also a licensed medical professional. And it would be very, what's the word for it, immoral and unethical of me to say to you that I see worms in you now. I don't know what to say because it's a health issue and it's something that I don't like to do on the radio. It's something that I do in person with people or in your own private session. So the best I can say is I do feel it's a parasite, and I don't feel you can treat it on your own unless you're really, really good at that. And then I do recommend you go to a naturopathic physician or holistic physician of some sort. And I wish you well with that. I'm going to see if there's anything else they can tell me about it. Hold on. Has this been going on for about a month?
I don't even know. I've just had so many health issues, and I've been to my doctors, and you know how that goes.
I also get that you have a little fogginess in your thinking as well. Like you might feel I can't clear my head out. Do you have that as another symptom, please?
I could say I don't know, foggy. I don't know if it's just stress due to my symptoms or what. This whole thing is stressing me out, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, let me just say this. And this is just a basic principle of the body, is that when we are under stress, we can have a parasite take over. It doesn't mean it came from outside ourselves. It could just mean that we get an imbalance in the body chemistry. So there's no, you know, if I like to do things for myself, I've figured it out. Okay, that's what I do. As a matter of fact, I offer that as a service to clients to help research with them, and then we work intuitively together. But there's no fast answer to this, other than I'm not picking up that you just got it from stress. Let me just see. Did she get it from someplace, or did she get it from stress? I have a feeling it's more towards the yeast candida situation. That's what I'm getting. And I don't feel this is new. I think this is something that's come and gone for a number of years. And what that means is that the yeast can get into the cells of your body, can get into organs, and it can give you brain fog. It can give you allergies. It's very difficult to diagnose, and most traditional doctors won't diagnose it. Do you have a bloating in your stomach area, please?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's another symptom of it. Do you have trouble digesting foods and maybe have a lot of, excuse me, but gas? Do you have any?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, those are symptoms of candida, and I think that it's been around in your system for a while. So again, the ethical thing for me to do is to tell you to go see a doctor that's more holistic, that can pick it up and be treated for it. And as an adjunct to that, as an adjunct is put your symptoms into the internet so you have an idea. But I do know that your symptoms could come from candida. That I know.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you so much. I have no idea. Thank you.
My pleasure, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so we're going to go to, alrighty, let's see here. I think I'm going to Maureen. Hello, Maureen. How are you, darling?
Good, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing good, honey. Okay, so let's go now to you. You want an other side connection?
Please.
Okay. Okay, I do feel more of a mother energy for you. Let me just go around your aura a little bit. Maureen at area code 508. Yeah, okay. So in that area of your aura, I do see more of a grandmother figure, I'm assuming. I don't know about your own mother. She's there because she's actually literally placed in the part of the aura that would symbolize grandmother. For some reason or other, she's got the color blue there. I don't know why she has blue there. I don't know what blue would have to do with this or anything. I start to see a little bit of development of a visual that she's giving me. But she's really here for someone else, to herald in someone else that's close to you. Okay, hold on. I don't know. She's standing there holding a baby. She's got the color blue around her. Okay, Grandma, please step forward. I need more information. I got such a great feeling from you earlier of a female figure. Yeah, of a female for you in spirit, like a mother figure. But now I don't feel anything but this grandma. And she's there. She's pretty clear. I can develop her. But I have a feeling that there's somebody else that's under her, or something else around this that needs to be explored. And it's not, whoever that other person is not stepping forward. So I will give her a little bit more development, and then I'll come back to you. Let me just see here. So she has her hair more in a shorter hairstyle, and it looks, and it's white, or in that lighter category, and she looks like she likes to have it fixed from time to time, like nicely coiffed, if you will. This particular woman that I do see, she has Anglo-Saxon features. She has a long, straight nose. She has nice, refined nostrils. She's very high cheekbones, nice jawline. Slender build. She looks like her skin's wrinkled. She's lived to a more advanced age. Very attractive in her persona. The nose keeps getting bigger than small. Hold on. She's got a nice, straight, strong nose, but it fits the face. She's got the high cheekbones and the chin, and the lips to fit that. Her lips are medium. They're not real thick, not real thin. She's got a high. She's telling me, not even showing me, a high forehead, and she has a little bit of a bang going off to the side with this more teased and kind of coiffed white hair. Do you understand this, please, from anyone so far, honey? From what I'm saying, I'm gonna have to come back to you.
It kind of sounds like my mother.
Okay, well then maybe it is your mother, and maybe that's what was going on there. For some reason or other, she was carrying a baby in her arms, and she had a blue blanket to go with that. So I don't know what that means just yet. Okay, it could mean so many different things, but let's continue now. She's a very loving person, very kind person. She did live to an old age. She says she wants to thank you for all the kind-hearted service that you provided her as she
Oh my goodness.
as she slipped into the greater abyss of God, as she moved to her, she's saying it in those words, like greater abyss, like going to God. She says, it was a long time before I finally did transition. There was many years of you caring for me or taking care of me or having to look in on me. I don't know if you were there day to day or whatever, but I do.
Yeah.
I do see like as if she got really old, and then there was like a lingering on for like 10 years at least of her not being fully functional anymore and needing help. Do you understand, please, Maureen, honey?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And she says, you always did the right thing with me. She says, you never let anybody mishandle me, mistreat me, put me in the wrong place or take me out of the wrong place. She says, you always made sure that I was protected from everyone. And there were a lot of people, she says, to be protected from.
That's so true. And it's funny, I should say, before she passed, she had said to me that I was more like her mother than her mother. You know what I mean? In taking care of her.
Oh, okay.
Maybe with that, or, I don't know.
Well, I don't know yet either. Maybe she'll tie it up for us, or why she was showing me holding a little baby in a blue, now a blue blanket would mean it's a boy that she has in her arms.
Yeah, I had a miscarriage, and so
she's
not that. Be that.
Yeah, that's probably it. Was it a boy, or you don't know?
I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
But I do have a boy, and I actually ended up having the only boy out of all the girls,
Okay. Well, we'll see if she wants to talk about that. This little baby looks like it's in spirit with her. And so I guess she's holding your baby, and it would have been a boy. Okay. So we'll go. That's what that is all about. She's got your little baby with her, and she was trying to symbolize that way, and she didn't really know how to go about it in a way that we would immediately understand. Anyway, she loves you very much. She says her heart is much better now than it was on Earth. In other words, she must have had something going on in the heart area. She also can get her breath a lot easier than she could when she was on Earth. She says there's absolutely no problem anymore. And she also says, phew, now I can go back to looking the way I want to look. And now she's going to show me what she really looks like in spirit, because she doesn't want to be old in spirit. Okay? So she's going to shift a little bit. She's going to shift a little bit. Oh, okay. She was a good dancer when she was younger, wasn't she?
Yes.
Okay. Are you Irish descent?
Yes.
Because she's showing me the Irish jig.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
He's doing something with the Irish jig, and she says, I love to dance around, all that. She says, I have the legs again I had when I was youthful. She says, and I do whatever. I do whatever I want. She says, I can jump, I can swim, I do everything. I'm no longer, old and feeble. And she wants you to know that she's completely recuperated. And she could breathe, and she's happy, and she's with your father, and she's with other people.
90 seconds. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, that's nice.
She's with everyone in spirit, honey, that you love and she loves. And there's a sibling of yours, a sister of yours. Now, do you have a sister in spirit, honey?
I do not. I have sisters on Earth.
Okay, well, she says your sister is with her too. So I don't know what that means. Or maybe it's her sister. Could mean her sister. She might have a sister in spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
60 seconds.
That's what she means. Her sister is with her too. I'm going to let you go, sweetheart. I have about 60 seconds. I'm going to let you go. You have a beautiful, blessed day, and thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, anybody want to have a private session? Just go to booklaura.com and give yourself l'élite treat. Okay, that's your own private session with me. And also we do this Monday night again. And if you make an $8 donation, you'll jump to the top of the queue. If not, I'll get to you as best I can. We're always having more callers than I can get to. I appreciate everybody for having faith in this process and for tuning in today. And may you all be blessed. And remember to be yourself. Namaste. Bye-bye.
10 seconds. Thank you for using